Welcome back, everyone. Usually right about now is the time of year when we start thinking about writing those holiday letters. We love doing them. We love getting them even more. But 2020 has been, well, So maybe we need to change things up. We do. Here with tips for the perfect holiday card 2020 style is our good friend, author Gretchen Anthony. Welcome back to the show, Gretchen.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, sweetie.
Thank you.
I love a good movie poster. May I just acknowledge the fabulous movie posters behind you?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
What's the one? Oh, Fistful of Dollars, right there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, husband's a huge Clint Eastwood fan, but I have to say, When Harry Met Sally is probably one of the best movies ever made.
Ever. I would not argue ever. Especially, Gretchen, don't you think, like right this time of year too, because of the great New Year's Eve scene?
Yes, and even that scene where she's getting her Christmas tree and it's Harry Connick Jr. and she's dragging it through the park. Yes.
It's so good.
Okay, yeah. But 2020.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, are we, now let me ask you, Gretchen, and we obviously are, because we're doing this segment. Are people still doing those holiday letters? And if they are, or if they're not, you have some new ideas, or we're contorting it a little bit.
We're changing it because everything is different in 2020. You know me, I'm on a campaign to bring back the Christmas letter.
I know you are. I know.
2020, it's not going to happen.
No.
I mean, traditionally in years past, people have sort of migrated to social media or they've done the photo card. This year, though, I'm going to encourage people that if 2020 is not the year to send out as much love and comfort to your friends and family, I don't know what year is. So I'm throwing out some ideas this year that I think will make it more personal. I definitely think we should send out holiday greetings, and I want them to be more personal. So my motto. Yeah,
is this the 3 motto? Easy, inexpensive, and personal, right?
Exactly. Easy is great any year. Inexpensive, we're facing a lot of us are facing different financial situations, but make it personal. Send out the love this year. We need it more than ever. Okay. So the great thing about living in a time like this is that there are so many free online tools to create stuff like this. So for all of these, I used a tool online called canva.com, CANVA.com. Super intuitive, free basic membership. And they have tons of templates. So the first idea I had is, if you're prone to doing the photo card, which is great, why not make it a little bit more personal this year? Send a little bit of love from your house to theirs with something like sending your favorite recipe. So I created a photo recipe card that you could use as an example. If I were to do one of these, I would send my mother-in-law's rigatoni recipe. My kids literally eat themselves sick whenever grandma makes her rigatoni. Or you could switch it up. Instead of doing a recipe, you could do your favorite movies, for example.
I got to tell you, Gretchen, I mean this. This is such a great idea because, as you and I have jokingly gone back and forth about, not everyone likes reading those 7-page letters. So this, when I saw this on the card, I thought, this is brilliant. Because like you said, like for instance, for me, I would do like my biscuit recipe. You know what I mean? With a picture of the dogs. And I think I love this idea.
I'm so glad. And if you want to send out that Betty and Earl's biscuit, will you add me to your list?
Nice try, Gretchen. It's like we have that recipe in a vault like Colonel Sanders, girl. Okay, bookmarks.
Okay, so this is what I love to do every year, being an author. I send out bookmarks. So this is a little preview of our 2020 bookmark this year. Bookmarks are super fun because if people choose to use them, they follow your friends and family through the year. So, you're sending a little bit of love every time they open up the book. The other cool thing about bookmarks, I designed this again on Canva, free template. And then I uploaded the design to a Minnesota company called smartpress.com right here in Chaska. These bookmarks are literally pennies on the dollar for a typical photo card. So when you're talking inexpensive and personal, definitely.
And I was going to wait till the end let me back you up. And in the Canva recommendation, I've been using that for a while. You are so right. It is so intuitive and so easy for everyone watching could use it.
Yes.
Okay, next, movie and TV recommendations.
Yeah, so that's just like I was saying, that's just a play on the recipe card. Everybody's been binging this year, and quite frankly, we have a whole nother long winter to get
Yeah.
through. And, maybe we just need some new recommendations. We need to switch it up. So list your top 5 favorite binges or things that you may have missed on Netflix that you ought to watch, something like that. Share the love.
Well, because, everyone has that conversation, Gretchen. Hey, what was that show? What was that show you recommended? How many times have we had that conversation since March?
Yeah, really. And I heard your section or segment on The Undoing.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Gretchen, it is, I'm like, I want to go home, have the wine I'm getting ready to recommend, and then watch The Undoing. Okay, finally, what do you mean I'm interested? Family infographic.
Isn't this a cool idea? Okay, so I found an example of this on a site called simplytoimpress.com, but it's everything that you would put into a Christmas letter, but they put it into graphics. So it's there are templates, like I said, on Simply to Impress. You could do your own on something like Canva, and it's instead of putting your whole year in a letter, it's boom, everything you did in a year in a picture.
Okay, see, Gretchen, you're winning me over with the altered Christmas letter idea. These are all home runs. Hit it out of the park. But we're not done with Gretchen. We have more with our dear friend when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. Stay with us. Canva.com. I love that recommendation idea. Welcome back. Gretchen Anthony is our guest, author of Evergreen Tidings from the Baumgartners and The Kids Are Gonna Ask, which we're going to talk about in a second. Gretchen, I always try to give a compliment with an interview, and I want to give you one. We were talking during the commercial break, and I know when a segment goes really well. I've been doing this long enough to go like, sometimes we do segments with ideas, and I go like, oh, that's all right, but maybe 7 people will do it watching. Ted and I, producer Ted in the break, said, this is one of our favorite idea segments because every one of your ideas, I know so many people watching are actually going to do. So thank you. A home run today.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Add me to your list, everybody.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay, as I said, if Gretchen looks familiar, she's been on our show before. She's written 2 books. Can you quickly, because, we're all looking for gift ideas, go over, give us the byline, give us the quick, the Reader's Digest of both the books, if you would. Remind folks.
So, yep, Evergreen Tidings from the Baumgartners is actually a really fun Christmas book. It's set in Minnesota about an overbearing mother and her quest to figure out who got her daughter pregnant. and then The Kids Are Gonna Ask actually is my newest book. It came out in July. It is about 17-year-old twins who start a podcast to find their biological father, and it goes viral and their lives turn upside down in the process.
And
we have fun with that book. There's a crossover. A lot of young adult readers like it too. So adults and young adults.
And I love that cover, Gretchen. The Kids Are Gonna Ask. I love that cover. I do.
I'm so glad.
Now you have an Audible original coming up. Can you explain for folks that maybe don't know, what is that? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so Audible is the audiobook company where you can buy audiobooks individually or have a subscription. And it's just like, if you think of Netflix has their own originals, movies and series that are only exclusive to Netflix. Audible does the same thing. So they asked me to write a piece for Audible. And so it's audiobook only. It's called Meditations with Mia Blue. Again, it's a comedy. Comes out January 7th. And I think you'd get a kick out of it. It's about a celebrity wellness guru whose life is not quite as perfect as she would like you to think.
Let me ask you, because I respect writers so much, and I'll never be able to do it, so it fascinates me. So what is the pressure like? Is it a different type of pressure, Gretchen, when you have an organic idea for a plot in your head versus being asked to create one? Is it a harder pressure?
Oh, I don't know. I'm such a self-critic that they're all messy.
Yeah, I get it.
All messy.
Yeah. And you also have a book club. Ted said you have a book club. Tell us about that.
I do. Okay, so I am in season 2 now of a book club that I started back when things started to go. It's called the Just Gotta Laugh Book Club, and it has taken off. So I wanted to share it with everybody here. We read exclusively books that make you laugh, make you feel better than you did coming in. And the great thing about it is that all the book clubbers, it's free. All the information is justgottalaughbookclub.com. It's free. You join in the chat on Facebook Live, and having the connections that I do now, the authors always join me. So it's unique because authors are often out on book publicity tours talking about things before you've read the book. But this is, you've already read the book and you get to ask authors specific questions. You know, why'd you do that to my favorite character? And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. December, we're having, we're doing a rom-com by Christina Lauren in a holidays, and they will both be joining me. Christina Lauren is a writing duo, and they'll both be joining me for the discussion. It'll be really fun.
And finally, before we let you go, we have to give a shout out to your mom.
It is my beautiful mother's happy 80th birthday. Oh, we love you, Mom. Andy, Becca, and I are so lucky to have you. And I can't wait till we can celebrate in person.
We love moms around here. Happy birthday, Mom. Well, Gretchen, thank you again. We love when you come visit, and this was just so great. I know people are loving the ideas, from the book club to your letter idea. It's great. So happy holidays to you and your family.
Thank you. You too, Jason. Thanks so much. Happy holidays, everyone.
The tidings from the Baumgartners and The Kids Are Gonna Ask are available wherever books are sold.